Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby and have ourselves a drink.
All right, Michaela is singing, which means we are back in the lobby bar for the week of January the 6th, 2026. Brian and Michaela here with you. And Michaela, we have made it into the new year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to all of the listeners out there. Hopefully, New Year's Eve treated you well. Did you make it up to midnight? You're in a different time zone, so that's even more challenging. Not me, 9:30 p.m. bedtime.
9:30 and you were like, "Happy New Year, people. I'm out of here." Yeah, I did make it to midnight. I did, barely. But at like 12:07, it was like, "Yep, I'm going to bed. Gonna go to bed." It's I'm in Texas, and so it's the firecracker laws are different here. Like you have to be outside the city limits and stuff. So
No,
luckily, I didn't hear 87 people blow up their house near me. So that's good.
that's
Uh,
good. That's good.
in being in the Carolinas, it's like, all bets are off and someone definitely like takes an arm off or blows up their backyard or something. It's inevitable. Not here. Not here. I was able
Not
to go
there.
right to
Okay.
sleep.
Well, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. A couple of bottles of Wycliffe, and you were out for the count. Yeah. No firecrackers here because I went to bed before the sun went down. But yeah, 2026 nonetheless came, and we are in it now. And happy to be back in the lobby bar. Right. We were did a couple of pre-recorded things over the holidays, but we are back, ready to talk about the box office, ready to talk about what's coming out, and ready to talk about some cocktails, aka mocktails, this month because it is January. It is dry January, which is something that we. Like to take into account when we're talking about our lobby bar drinks here for the month of January. So in all the lobby bars this month, you can look forward to a delicious mocktail. And of course, if you want to cocktailify, is that a word? I don't think it is, but if you want to add some spirits to this, you can be our guest. We would have no problem with that. In fact, I have reason to suspect that Michaela might be doing that with her mocktail today. I don't know for sure. Let's make one up though, Michaela. This has your favorite ingredient. It's your ingredient of 2026, which we talked about in the last lobby bar, an egg white.
Ah, egg white for the win. I love it. I love it. I love an egg white cocktail. I don't know how I feel about an egg white mocktail, which I know seems fairly hypocritical, because there really shouldn't be that big of a difference. You just want to make sure and serve whatever you're having cold, so it doesn't get like lukewarm and bacterial,
Yeah.
no
Serve it cold.
botulism or
Serve it cold.
salmonella.
Use a fresh egg. Use a good
Yeah.
quality egg. If you've got like a
Yep.
farmer that lives next door, get one of their eggs and use that. But yeah, I thought we'd do a mocktail today, and I saw this one had an egg white in it, so I said that'll be perfect. That'll be nice because sometimes you go into mocktails and they're just kind of like variants on sodas, but this is a little bit more cocktail forward, which would be nice. You
Mm.
could drink this and feel very fancy, whether you're just trying to cut back on the alcohol, maybe you're living an alcohol-free lifestyle, whatever you want to do. You're going to want to make a Pink Lady float. Now, this comes from mybartender.com, and it goes as follows. Into a shaker tin goes 2 ounces of apple juice, 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice, a half an ounce of grenadine. Not a lot of grenadine there.
Mm.
It's mostly just to give it a little bit of blush, right? To make that pink lady. So half an ounce of that. And then your egg white. Go ahead and shake that. I like to do a dry shake whenever we're using an egg white, pretty much, right? Just shake it without some ice. Let it get nice and frothy. Add some ice, shake it again. And then you can strain that into, I like a coupe glass for this because it looks nice. You can top it with a little bit of club soda. That's going to give a little bit of lift to the egg white, give you a little bit of effervescence in the drink. You could probably skip that if you wanted to and then garnish with a cherry. So, I mean, this has all the makings of like a very fancy like gin cocktail, which gin would be perfect in
Mm.
this if you wanted to go that route. But a nice Pink Lady float mocktail to start us off here in dry January.
Well, that sounds pretty perfect for me because it's got all my favorite things. I love pink. I love an egg white. Um, Apple and lemon. I think that's probably going to pair really nicely. You're going to have the fruitiness of the apple and kind of like a sumptuousness, but then the brightness of the lemon. I think this is
Hmm.
going to be really nice and probably pretty grown up, right? I mean, I think we have struggled sometimes when we go places and we're like, "Hey, can we get a mocktail?" And they're like, "Sure, you can have a Shirley Temple." And that's great. Nothing wrong with the Shirley Temple. My son loves them. But this seems like very adult, very modern, very non-alcohol forward cocktail, which sounds like that's how it should, a real mocktail should be all of those
Hmm.
things and explore all of those flavors just without alcohol. I love this.
Yeah, this one to me seemed like a mocktail you might get at like a fancier like cocktail bar or fancier restaurant that would have some like nicer high-end mocktails on the menu. Like I said, you could probably add some gin or some vodka to this, and I think with the apple juice and the lemon juice, you could get away with just using like a cheap bottle of Mott's. I keep like a six pack of the little Mott's apple juice in the fridge for cocktails and things like that, pretty much all the time. You could also use just like a nicer, fancy like unfiltered apple juice if you wanted a little bit more of
Mm.
that rich apple flavor. Kind of dealer's choice there. But go ahead and mix one of those up. Let us know what you think about it, and let us know what you think about mocktails in general. If you have any good recipes for us, please send those our way on our social media. Let's talk about the box office here a little bit. As we predicted over the course of the holidays, Avatar Part 3, Fire and Ash leads the way. It still leads the way last weekend, bringing in another $41.4 million. It's well north of $1 billion now in the box office. I believe it's currently at 40th in terms of all time highest grossing
Oh,
films. Of course, you have the first Avatar. They're leading the way at number one. You have Avatar Part Two, I think, is number three, and Titanic at number four. So James Cameron, there, and we'll see how high this third part of Avatar can climb. Zootopia is still hanging in there, of course, in second place, rounded out by The Housemaid, Marty Supreme, and Anaconda, coming in with $10 million. Not a great return there on Anaconda. Michaela, we're going to be talking about Avatar Fire and Ash this week on our brand new video version of the podcast. Very excited about that. We saw that. We've seen those. But are you planning to head out to see The Housemaid? It's actually getting pretty good reviews. It's made quite a bit of money, looking good. Marty Supreme, you're going to have to see for Oscar season, of course. Anaconda, that has your pal Jack Black in it. But I don't know, Jack Black, come on, man. You got to start making some bucks if you're going to expect all those bucks. So.
yeah, yeah. No, I'm probably going to be Oscar movied out. So I will be seeing Marty Supreme for sure. The Housemaid, I really want to read the book first, because I have heard that the book is stunning. Now, I don't know how closely this movie follows the book. I have no idea, so don't judge me. Maybe I could watch this and it would be totally different. But I think I'm going to read the book first. And
Okay.
I'm going to have some time because, again, we're in the throes of Oscar season. Like next week, all the nominations are coming out. So buckle up because I have a feeling there's 75 movies that we need to watch that we have not seen yet because we've done a not the best job this year in preemptively picking our Oscars. So that's
Well,
what I'll be doing.
luckily for you, I think Marty Supreme's only like, I don't know, like 4 hours long or something like that. It's not really that long.
Great, wonderful.
But yeah, go check that out. And yeah, of course, when the Oscar announcements come on, we'll be doing a special broadcast for that as well. We do have some other things coming out. This week that you might want to check out here before we get into the throes of Oscar season. We've got a couple of films coming out. Greenland 2, The Migration is coming out. Apparently, it's the follow-up to the original Greenland movie, which is something I didn't even know existed until we saw the preview for this. That looks okay, I guess. We have Primate coming out, which is some horror thing with with an ape, a chimpanzee gone awry. It seems terrible idea to have a chimpanzee as a pet. I'm not here to judge, but you got that. You've also got on Netflix coming out People We Meet on Vacation. This movie looks like it's going to be okay. I guess this is a very highly regarded, beloved book, so it's getting the adaptation there on Netflix. Any of these films strike your fancy, Michaela?
The People We Meet on Vacation, I loved the book, so I'm kind
Okay.
of excited to see how they make this into a film, but I'm also a little scared because something that beloved and cherished, it's got a lot of hype to live up to. So we'll see. We will see about that. I will not be watching Primate because I already know it's a terrible idea. I watched I don't know, there was one of the documentaries that was up
Chimp
for
Crazy on HBO.
yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that. And that's all I need to know. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Don't own something as a pet that could kill you out in the wild. Just don't do it. I mean, that goes for
Out in the
snakes, that's
wild,
spiders
in your house,
in your
kill you
house,
anywhere it
in a
wants.
pool.
Yeah, it's a terrible idea.
No, it's
You know what is
terrible. Terrible
you know what
idea.
is, you know what is a good idea, Michaela? That is watching
Hmm.
season two of The Pit. It's coming back to
Ah,
HBO. It won like all the things, all the
yeah.
Emmys. It won them all. It should have because it was amazing. And apparently season two is already like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like that means anything. But season two of The Pit's going to be epic. It's coming out this week, and we also have a series coming out on to Netflix called His and Hers. Netflix, is that right? Did I say that the right thing? Yeah, also Netflix, yeah, HBO for The Pit. Check that out. But his and hers, it's like this crime psychological thriller, detective sort of thing. But I'm pretty excited about this because it stars Sunita Mani, who we just talked about in Spirited a couple of weeks ago.
Oh,
But it also stars
yeah.
Tessa Thompson, incredible, and John Bernthal, also incredible. So I might be into this because I love me some little detective investigatory journalism sort of tale. It sounds okay.
Oh yeah. No, this sounds great. And it's got some kind of it like true crime thriller crime solving pieces. I like this. This yeah. Yeah. Well, John Bernthal, look, I don't know when he actually started working as an actor, and I'm ashamed almost to say that, but the first time I saw him was The Walking Dead. And I was like, oh my gosh. And he wasn't in The Walking Dead for all 87 seasons. He was only in it for a bit. But I was like, everything he has been in since then has been super solid. Like this
Well, he
guy
was like the
could
Punisher,
be,
like back in the early 2000s. I
yeah,
mean, so at least
yeah,
since then, I mean, he's been around forever and he still looks the exact same. John
great.
Bernthal.
I mean, he just gets better looking and younger. He's got a Dorian Gray picture of himself
Hmm.
somewhere, I'm
Hmm.
sure. But he's amazing. So I'm super excited about this. Absolutely.
Yeah. Speaking of Dorian Gray pictures, that's what I need because, as I said, Michaela, we are going to video this week. That's going to be pretty exciting. We are celebrating our 250th episode. We're going to be doing it on video, and we're going to be doing that periodically. So check that out. So if you're listening to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, on Amazon, on iHeart, on Good Pods, any of those, nothing there is going to change. But if you want to see the video version of the podcast when we put those out, those will be available on Spotify and on YouTube. So you want to make sure to check those out if you want to see our smiling faces as we talk about Avatar 3 and some various other things. So we've got that coming this way over on Patreon. We've got some bonus stuff coming. We're going to get our hangout scheduled as soon as Michaela gets back from her trip. We're going to get that. We're going to take a look at doing another film, maybe some Oscar stuff, little fun Oscar kind of thing as soon as those announcements come out. I don't know. We have a lot of fun over there. That's patreon.com/drink the movies. Let us know what you think about mocktails. Again, social media is at drink the movies on all the things. And we'll talk to you next week in the lobby bar. And we'll see you live on video on Thursday. So
Yeah. Yeah.